here at Nowata, Oklahoma at the New Beginnings Homestead Expo. And we're in here with Bridgette Nichols, who will be talking about monetizing your homestead. And more specifically at this point, I think she's talking about farm hubs. So stay tuned.
Right? So that's something that's really important. So, we come in and we're selling your product for you. And then we are also doing the marketing for you. We're promoting you. We're promoting your products. We're promoting your farm stands. We're promoting your homesteads. So that's one thing that's really great about that. Just like when you're going to farmers markets and you're building that network of those vendors, you're also building that network of vendors within those farm hubs. And you're learning about other farm hubs that you can also go to. Then there's also things like I said, with the agritourism websites, there are workshops through OSU Extension that you can go to and learn all kinds of other things. There's things like the Homestead Expo like here today, the Okie Homestead Expo, the one that happened just like a month ago down in McAllister at the Homestead Rendezvous. All of these things that you can go to and learn all of these new trades and resources and skills to help effectively market your homestead. There's also things, many of you have heard of the Oklahoma Local Agricultural Summit. Anyone heard of that? You need to hear about that. That is free. That is coming up in January, okay? And it's going to be held in Edmond. And it's a multi-day event full of workshops, presentations, and on-site farm visits that is put on by the Oklahoma Department of Food and Forestry and ONI, who is the ones that kind of help with the Senior Farmer Market Nutrition Program. So if you've ever heard of that, that's where kind of like, about SNAP benefits, right? Mm-hmm. So they provide that for seniors at farmers markets. So so seniors can go and buy products at farmers markets. So that's a really great thing because normally you can't do that or can't have the access for that. So, so that's all put on by them, and that's a state summit that you can go to and get all these other resources and tools, and even learn about grants and grant money and different type of programs to help incentivize and promote your homesteads further. So that's really great. So now we're going to talk about a little bit about social media and AI for homesteads. Okay. So you guys already said that you use Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're wanting to use YouTube. To get your YouTube channel going, right? Yeah. How about you guys? What do you guys use? Facebook. You use Facebook? And you out here? Anybody out here use TikTok?
Absolutely not.
No TikTok stars?
Absolutely not. No, sorry.
Yeah, I have to admit that me neither. I'm still working on that. My son, he has a TikTok channel and he has thousands of followers, and he has this most random video that he has like 10,000 likes and shares on of this random. He took a jar of my jam from one of my at the pharmacy. It was actually Jake's Jams, and he's outside and he has like this metal briefcase that's actually his art supplies, and he's outside and he has this jam and he's acting like it's like a ticking or something, and I don't know if he's like doing Mission Impossible stuff, and he starts running with it. That's it. And he has like all of these, I don't know, it's the craziest thing. I don't know how the algorithms work, but he has like, I don't know. And his older brother who lives in Connecticut, he's like, Jensen, I didn't know you were TikTok famous. I'm like, who did? I don't know. But so some of the platforms you can use, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can actually link all of those. So when you make one post, it posts to all. Earlier, Lindsey Graham, she does a lot of marketing and teaches a lot about marketing and how to use these. I would love to go to one of her workshops or have her out to do a workshop. She uses CapCut to be able to do a lot of her reels and her shorts. So you don't have to maybe start out with a full-blown YouTube channel. You can start with shorts and just use that model to start building it up.
Well, and I just like we'll do a 5-minute video or 10-minute. The longest one I think we've done is 30 minutes, and it was quite a long walk there. We had shown everyone from one side all the way over to the goat side. It was the entire.
Was it continuous, or did you do
no,
clips?
it was continuous. I
Okay.
do not do clips. I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do reels. I'll do an actual video for someone to see.
Mhm.
And I want, and I don't edit. I refuse to edit. I want everyone to see the real, like all my all my stupid comment. The boy is cute. The boy is cute. He's sitting there and he'll be like trying to whisper. Can
Hear the whole
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's great.
I did an interview last week for a one of our credit unions because I'm also my day job. I'm the director of Fire Ministry, and we was doing a promotional video for them. And I was just like, "Can we start again? Can we edit that?" So I can't. You don't want me to do it continuously.
I can't. I just take it for what it is. Outtakes are fantastic.
Yeah. So some content ideas. So some things that you guys can be using, utilizing. You probably already have lots of ideas. It's just getting the time to do it. But showcasing your daily routines, which sounds like that's what you're doing. Your harvest days, your product usage days. So, if you're doing canning, if you're doing egg collecting, what do you do with your chickens? You said you're the chicken lady. What does that mean?
Eggs and baby chicks.
You sell eggs and baby chicks.
Mm-hmm.
So do you incubate your eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So something that you could do would be like going through that process of incubating, teaching people how to incubate. Because that's the one thing when I started incubating eggs, guess what I did? I went to YouTube and I watched a video because I need to know how to do this. And especially with my particular incubator, I had to type in my particular incubator to figure out how to set it up and everything. Because I'm like, I don't want to read these instructions. Yes, I'm that generation. I don't want to read the instructions. I'm going to watch a video. So, that might be an idea for you, to help market yourself and grow your homestead following. So, yeah. And then especially Hatch Day. Everybody wants to watch videos on Hatch Day and see those cute little baby chicks, right?
It's the greatest time.
And of course, that's going to help you build a community and interacting with followers. So all right, now we're going to talk about some AI tools for streamline marketing. Yes, I created this image using, guess what? AI, right? And that's not artificial insemination. So when I originally created this, it was like this blue, like serious interweb looking, like out into the multiverse looking thing. And I was like, give it a homestead feel. So then we ended up like in this very pantry kitchen looking, Carolyn Ingalls looking kitchen here. And I'm like, I like that. We'll go with that one. But it's like it's thinking all the things, that's kind of in my brain on where I want to go with this. So I still think that at least for ChatGPT, that's the platform that I use for AI, still has a long ways to go when it comes to logo creation and image creation. But when it comes to writing and content creation, it's amazing. And we'll talk about that. Here's another one. I like this one too. It took me about 3 tries to get this one. At first I was like, give me something for like marketing and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. And it gave me like the blue interweb, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nope, I want it to be more of a farm stand feel. And it gave me a farm stand, but it was a guy. And I'm like, I'm a girl. I'm like, make it feminine. Then it made it all pink. I'm like, that's too feminine. I'm like, make it a female. But then she had brown hair. I'm like, I want her to be a blonde. So finally got what I wanted. At least close to. So that's kind of some of the ways that you can use that though. Like if you don't get what you want the first time, you can go back in and you can tell it what you want by using the interface. So, but some of the basics of AI marketing, and you can use it for marketing, automation, analytics, and personalization. Just like I just told you, I really wanted that personalized to more of me. Use it for content creation, customer service, simplifying marketing tasks, automating emails, generating social media posts, and predicting trends even. So I sit on a state board for financial literacy. And that was one of the first talks that we did, was using AI for teaching financial literacy. And the gentleman that we brought in, he talked about like how instead of going and paying a lot of money for like an investor or someone that where you could give your money to and let them think it all out. Like you could literally use AI and be like, what are ways that I can invest my money and da 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 da, and it gives you all this. I've used it to create a budget. I've used it to think of income streams, multi-level income streams. I've used it for how can I do future investments based on my credit score, and these are the things in my credit, and this is my budget, and this is how much I make, and it gives me this whole like complex money making income stream model for me to implement into my daily life. It's so cool. I use AI probably more than I should, but it fascinates me so much. But I started using it just simply for social media posts, and that helps so much, because if you are really doing social media, especially for your business or your homestead, or for me, for the pharmacy, that can become like a second job. And ain't nobody got time for that, because I do have a second job, which is my actual job that pays the bills. And it can be so much that, my husband, he'll be like, if sales are down for the day, he'll be like, hey, did you make a social media post? I'm like, oh, no, I gotta go do that, So one of the things is streamlining your social media, so you can, put out content and schedule it out for the month. So that helps for one thing. But I even use AI to create a social media calendar based on my vendors. I'm like, here are all my vendors. These are their products. Create me a social media calendar. And then I can just go in and I can schedule it out. That is spending a couple hours doing that one time a month, as opposed to spending a couple hours every single day. That is making my time more efficient, where I can go do all the other things that I need to do. So you said you got chickens, you've got milk goats, you've got bees, you've got a high tunnel, and what all other else? I don't even know. Lots of things, right?
Yeah. And
So how much time do you have to spend on social media every day?
Not
Not a lot, especially when you're trying to start a YouTube channel too, right? Yeah, exactly. So that is helping us become more efficient. But social media is so important in today's world, and especially when it comes to monetizing your homestead to help generate that supplemental income that you're talking about. You got to have it. In today's world, you've got to have social media. No matter what platform you're using, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's vitally important for the world we live in. For information purposes, for getting that reach, all of that. So. Let's see here. Now we're going to play a little bit. Who wants to be my guinea pig? Anyone? Anyone be a guinea pig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connect to the internet. Oh, Chris.
Need IT help?
Okay, there we have it, folks. Bridgette Nichols talking on monetizing the homestead, bringing modern technology into everything. And stay tuned. I think we've got one more coming up with Dwayne Hall from Red Feather Farms.